It was my first semester at St. Margaret's College, and I'd just moved into the oldest building on campus, the infamous Dorm 13. Rumors about the place were rampant, but I dismissed them as typical college ghost stories. Besides, I was thrilled to finally be living on my own. My room was on the third floor, and I shared it with Emily, a cheerful and talkative girl from my hometown. We got along well and quickly became friends. The first few weeks were uneventful, filled with late-night study sessions and endless giggles. One night, around midnight, Emily and I were working on an assignment when we heard it, a faint whispering sound coming from the hallway. At first, we thought it was just some other girls messing around. But the whispers grew louder, and we could make out distinct words, though the language was unfamiliar. "Did you hear that?" Emily asked, her face pale. "Yeah," I replied, trying to sound calm. "It's probably just someone playing a prank." We tried to ignore it, but the whispers persisted, growing more insistent. Suddenly, our lights flickered and went out, plunging the room into darkness. We scrambled for our phones, using the flashlight apps to illuminate the room. "Let's check it out," I suggested, though my voice betrayed my nervousness. We cautiously opened the door and peered into the dimly lit hallway. It was empty. The whispers, however, were louder now, echoing through the corridor. We followed the sound, our footsteps barely making a noise on the cold stone floor. The whispers led us to the end of the hallway, where a large, ornate mirror hung on the wall. As we approached, the temperature dropped, and I could see my breath forming in the air. The whispers were now a chorus of eerie voices, all converging on the mirror. Emily reached out to touch it, but I grabbed her hand. "Don't," I warned. "There's something wrong here." But it was too late. The mirror's surface rippled like water, and a dark shadow emerged from within. It was a figure, cloaked in darkness, its eyes glowing with an unnatural light. We stumbled back, our hearts pounding in our chests. Who are you?" Emily stammered. The shadow didn't respond. Instead, it moved closer, and the whispers became a deafening roar. I felt a cold hand grip my shoulder, and I turned to see another shadowy figure standing behind me. Panic surged through me as I realized we were surrounded. "Run!" I shouted, grabbing Emily's arm and yanking her down the hallway. We sprinted back to our room, slamming the door shut behind us. The whispers faded and the lights flickered back on. We huddled together on the bed, too terrified to speak. The next day, we reported the incident to the dorm supervisor, but she dismissed it as a case of overactive imaginations. "There's no such thing as ghosts," she said firmly. But Emily and I knew better. We had seen them, the whispering shadows that haunted Dorm 13, and every night since then, we've heard the whispers growing louder and more insistent. We learned from the older students that a girl had died mysteriously in our room decades ago. Some said she was still looking for something, or someone. We never stayed in the room after dark again. Instead, we would join the other girls in the common room, sharing stories and trying to keep the terror at bay. But no matter how much we tried to forget, the whispers were always there, a chilling reminder that some shadows never rest.